Alright, hello everyone who is watching this podcast. This is our session 2 podcast, SVW. We're gonna go over the things that happened in this campaign, and we're not gonna go over private diplomacy. I'm here with a few guests. How about you guys introduce yourself again?
Yeah, hi, my name is Pursuit.
Yep, I'm Sauron. I'm playing as the Ottomans.
I'm Ricky Bricky, playing as Poland, soon to be.
And I'm Voodoo playing as Rajputana.
Perfect. So guys, welcome to have you guys on board again. We're gonna start in the West European region. Let's take a look at Castile first, because they're in war again. And we have Pursuits playing Mali. Can you tell us a little bit about the situation?
All right, war number 5. This is the first time that the war was declared from the Africans rather than the Iberians. So we're the aggressors this time. It's going kind of well. We're happy. After all the defeats we've suffered over the past 100 years, we're finally got the upper hand, perhaps. So the war is basically trying to push Portugal out of Africa. It's all of Africa's united. We got Morocco, we got Mali, we got Ethiopia. The three of us are basically trying to take down the evil colonizers. Africa, make Africa great again. I mean, the war is okay. We hit at a time where we thought we have a slight advantage. They weren't really prepared. As you can see, Castile is in insane debt. So we're trying to exploit that little factor that they can't really finance themselves so well. And as you can see, we've taken most of the northern, let's say, like the battleground, which is what we lost. So trying to basically get Morocco his capital back. So the situation was very, very bad for us until we did a sneak navy and pretty much wiped the Aragonese and Castilian fleets. They have some ships, but they have no heavies left. And Portugal is the only one with heavies left, and we might potentially wipe them as well. So, yeah, Iberians who don't have a naval advantage. It's good for us.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. I mean, we can't cross the border, but hopefully we'll at least get Morocco back on his feet, get his capital back, get some lands back, and make Africa great again.
Yeah, I noticed Ethiopia is in this war. How did you convince him to join this?
So Portugal spread a lot. He has lands next to Ethiopia, actually. Not much, but a little colony. And Ethiopia, well, I mean, African propaganda and all, and promising him to give some lands. And should we win against Iberia, Ethiopia wants Galicia. I don't know how viable that'll be.
Yeah,
it's a tip thing above Portugal.
oh yeah.
So we're not super certain that we can get it, but we'll try. But yes, I mean the war is not over at all. It's only just beginning. It's gonna be a lot of battles, and hopefully the Africans can come out on top.
Okay. You also mentioned this like the 5th war. The other wars have been quite inconclusive then, I guess.
Basically, this is the 5th war. Yes. The 4 previous wars were all declared by Iberians, and as you can see, Morocco doesn't have his capital. Fez has been taken over by Portugal. Yeah. So the other wars, they weren't inconclusive per se, but the Iberians can't really push into like deep into Africa. There was actually a really big battle in the desert, which we thankfully won. It was like 100k versus 100k. Yeah, and though it was like the last 2 units alive, like morale taking like, oh my god, please. But we managed to win it, and basically, even though Morocco was like 100% occupied, they couldn't really take that much. So they only took a little bit. It's been, small wars, not super devastating wars, no death wars, just kind of like local conflicts. Try and push a little bit forward, a little bit back, and yeah, that's hopefully the 5th war ends up in our favor instead.
Yeah, but obviously, like, even if you win this war, it's not gonna end the conflict, obviously.
We proposed a peace conference to the participants in which we created I don't know if I can show you this little map. 1 second, give me 2 seconds. I linked this to Aragon. It's a tiny map of a potential peace agreement. Here it is.
I can't show it, but Take a look.
Yeah, I'll show it to you, but just so you can understand a little bit, this could potentially resolve the situation. This is what we're hoping to get. And if we manage to get this, I don't know if conflict will continue because we have other agenda. But for the time being, yes. If the war ends in a stalemate, I don't see any peace that might end.
Yeah. That's interesting. I'm also kind of surprised outside powers haven't been really trying to influence this war.
That you're wrong.
I'm wrong? Okay.
We have a very evil French big blue blob. They're not very big, but they're scary. I think they have the highest manpower, army size, income, everything basically. And they accused me of lying. I'm a little bit scared that they might intervene and kill us.
Mhm.
Hopefully they don't. I think this war is already even, and if someone else joins in, it will just tip the scales, and
Yeah.
the entire balance in the area could go out of whack, and potentially kill a couple of players. I don't know if that's what we need right now. So
Yeah.
hopefully France stays out of it.
Okay. Yeah. Do the other guests have anything interesting to say about this region conflict?
No.
Not really.
No one cares about this fucking area.
I mean, it kind of like a lot of poor countries. They're not the most strongest countries fighting each other, but it's still like
It
interesting.
looks like 1444.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
I mean, yeah, the area has been devastated. Morocco's been devastated. I don't know how he's still fighting. He's still alive. It's really been a struggle in the area. I'd say the Iberians kind of like getting into this conflict. I think they thought it would be much easier, but it hasn't been, and they've suffered a lot.
Why
Honestly,
don't
we
they
should have
take
just had peace, and we would have been
maritime?
way stronger.
Yeah, I noticed the maritime ideas on Morocco. Is that why Morocco gonna be like trying to be influential in the world by going for a strong navy, or what do you think?
I think he just doesn't want, like if he doesn't have naval ability, he's kind of locked. Can't go anywhere. He needs something to be able to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty much the only potential thing he has to be able to expand. Because can't go south, I'm south. Can't go north. There's Castile and Iberians and stuff.
Yeah.
Aragon's blocking him in the west, in the east, kind of, and if he goes further east, there's the Ottomans, so there's no chance.
Yeah.
It's a potential first step towards maybe going to America. I don't know.
I mean,
It's too
Portugal
late.
already.
If he's gonna take maritime, it's too late.
Yeah.
Maybe if he takes exploration, he can still switch.
I mean, he doesn't need to colonize if he just conquers,
Anyway, let's move on to the more northern part. Europe. I see. I was gonna say last podcast I said that England and Poland were one of the strongest countries in Europe, but I don't think England is anymore.
Well, England is in a bit of a different shade of red, I guess, now.
Yeah.
England is now different enclaves in different parts of British Islands.
Yeah. I guess England is dead, right? Like, players not gonna play.
We don't
yeah,
know.
England said.
Yeah.
We have to ask him.
14 income. Portion in the
That's
19.
high. That's higher than many players.
Then what?
Not-
Many
no,
players?
it's not.
No. I was about to say, even QQ has 50 income.
I think Morocco might have less. Not too sure.
Nah, Morocco has 22.
Okay. I appreciate it. Anyways.
No, Tondo has 3,
Ah, it's on this. That's true.
and he's gonna play.
Yeah, viable actually. So yeah, we have a France. France, it doesn't look that big, right, guys? But like the income and the manpower and the force limit is pretty insane.
What ideas
Yep.
does he have? And what
Yes.
is military?
Economic trade and quantity.
That's like a powerhouse trio. It gives you access to 2 really good policies. If you take a look, one gives like
Efficiency and goods produced.
no,
Yeah.
yeah,
One
but it
gives
gives you goods
producer and-
produced.
Efficiency.
Yeah, the goods produced and efficiency. You spam a bunch of manufactories, workshops, and double down that. That's like huge amounts of income. But the only reason they can do that is because France is itself very developed. Like if you do this tactic in, for example, like Africa, like it's not gonna work because you don't have enough building slots.
Yeah.
You need building slots. Which I think France is like one of the only countries that can actually like allow itself to have that many building slots in the start.
Can't Poland do that too?
Yeah, probably.
This Poland can.
Poland can. I don't know if like if you're as Poland and you go okay, let's say you get quantity first, I guess. First of all, you
I
have to win
think-
as Poland. You know, France is a lot more robust in that sense. Like you have other priorities, you know. Poland.
Did you guys expect this? That France was going to be so strong after session 2?
Well, it's France.
I did.
and He was allied to Burgundy.
He
know
nation
what?
builds well, and England was extremely greedy, so he made enemies with everybody else. So England dying was known, like everybody expected it, and nobody had any issues with France. So he just developed his nation well, and he
Yeah.
has a strong economy now, and okay force limit for his economy.
Yeah, I really didn't expect it with all these French lands still in Burgundy's hands.
I
He
think it
didn't
shows.
have any real wars, so
Yeah.
it's easy to nation build.
I think it shows just how
He also built
powerful
well.
peace is in this game.
Powerful pieces, yeah.
Yes.
If you compare it to Iberia.
Be at peace and you will have success.
Yep. Of course, people need to let you be at peace. But we'll talk about that later.
And no one's attacked Iberia until very recently, so you know it's their fault.
Yeah. So, and I see France is like pushing into Italy very aggressively. We don't have the Milan player on the podcast, but I can imagine he's not very happy with that.
He's not happy with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and there's also Aragonese Italy.
Hey Milan, if you're listening to this, attack Aragon, please.
Surprisingly also, or not surprisingly, France taking the lion's share of the general node. Actually, that's kind of surprising. I figured
Yeah.
Aragon should have more.
Can you move your mouse cursor to his trade power?
I think a lot of it comes from ships.
No ship power from Aragon there.
Ship power.
And
Yeah.
France set it as his home
200
trade node.
ships. Or 120.
Did
Why
France
is
set it as
Milan
his home?
making so low?
I
Milan is
think
the
Milan
biggest node.
is Venice. He's in Venice.
Yeah.
Genoa gives him lots of trade power too. It's his vessel.
Oh yeah, France. Yeah.
I think that's the main reason.
Yeah, he probably has that thing enabled. Yeah, divert trade. Makes sense. Yeah, definitely see a bit of a conflict arising here, over Italy mainly. The strongest region in the game, as per like development, trade goods, good nodes and so on.
Can you actually click on the development map real quick of Europe just before we continue?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to see the shades of colors? See if anything stands out.
I definitely did see that France developed some provinces to 20 for building slots. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks natural.
Yeah. So that's done. Yeah, and there's like huge. I wouldn't say blob, but it's like a giant HRE with Switzerland, Cologne, Bohemia, Prussia, and then the outside is of Hungary and Poland. They can't expand anymore, but there's bound to be some European wars.
No, why? They can expand, don't you see?
How can
Don't
they
you see
expand?
the snake Bohemia made?
Yeah, I see that. That looks kind of intimidating for Burgundy.
See, that people are trying to not block each other. They're co-prospering.
Are they really though?
Which country looks best in HRE? What do you think? In terms of
Russia.
shape?
Well, what do you mean shape? Like Oh.
Yes. I
The
like
Pope,
how
definitely.
Milan looks. Oh yes, Pope.
Pop.
The Pope looks like a middle finger.
Yeah.
Pope migrated to Germany.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I think Switzerland looks the best. I like Switzerland.
Yep. Mountain Kingdom. Yes,
I would
Tyrol.
give it to Cologne if not for that one isolated French province in the coast.
Well, I mean, that's just get rid of it.
Yeah, get rid of it, clone. Something. Yeah, I'm looking at Swiss army right now. Not
It is
very.
not Cologne's fault. It is East Frisia. England can usually diplovassalize it, but England didn't do it. So France did it.
Yeah.
Bound to happen.
Yeah. Does Friend even know? Is he channel? No,
He
not really.
probably wants to sell it or something.
He should sell it to Burgundy if Burgundy is.
He gave all of England to Burgundy, so
Yeah. Surprisingly, though, Burgundy. I wanted to point that out. The income is very low in contrast to its neighbors of Burgundy.
same as
Also
Prussia.
hasn't integrated his subjects yet.
Yeah. Didn't start doing that either, which is weird.
What ideas does he have?
Offensive, economic, quality. Pretty standard stuff, I guess. No trade.
I would not go for quality as Burgundy. I would always go for quantity. That the policy is really good, and it just helps you maintain a large force.
Mhm.
If you can.
Do you guys think that Burgundy can survive even if he like loses a European war in England? Is that like viable for him? Is he focusing on navy? That's my question. He's
He
not.
doesn't have a
Doesn't
navy.
really look like he has any navy.
He has
so...
9 cogs, so Prussia can blockade him if France don't help him.
So no, I think he can't.
Yeah.
Also because Prussia has one province in England. if
Look
I'm-
at his aggressive expansion with people. You will see that most people can join coalition against him.
I think if there's someone who can die next session really fast, that's Burgundy. And I think that just shows that England is cursed.
People are not in, but they can join.
Yeah, I
Swiss,
see it.
Bohemia, Cologne, Prussia, they all can join it.
Minus 80. Even Bohemia can join it. Yep. Milan cannot join it. Yeah, all of H3 can join it basically.
Except Hungary, the real emperor.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that looks.
Actually, that brings a quick question about Hungary as emperor.
Sure.
Should Hungary be emperor?
Why not?
Well, he's not really in Germany, is he now?
He can add 50 provinces to HRE right now when pass a reform. And who else should be emperor instead of Hungary?
I don't know, Bohemia?
Bohemia.
Bohemia
why not?
would be a good emperor.
Yeah, why not Bohemia? We would vote for Prussia.
I'm actually surprised they didn't try to get one of the reforms. The early reforms are pretty good.
We didn't add any land into HRE yet. I'm saying we because I will be in it too eventually.
Yeah. Let's move on a little bit more east. There's definitely a Prussia. I'm surprised people didn't react aggressively to Prussia forming. But I guess because a lot of people here are friends.
Cute looking, no border gore. Peaceful Prussia.
Yeah. Let's take a look at Prussia actually.
I mean, I know Prussia has Scotland as a vassal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Scotland have what, exploration ideas, so if it gives him some money he can colonize.
Wait, Scotland actually has that? It
Yes,
does.
the player picked it before dying.
Okay. Yeah, Prussia definitely has a strong army, but how is he gonna expand? There's only ADA.
He has really strong generals.
he
He
can
can get
take
into
Sweden.
Sweden, Norway,
Yeah.
New World, England, France. I don't know. There's lots of options.
Wasn't Norway a player though?
Yeah, it's a player. They're friends.
They're friends. They're not allied
No,
though.
Scotland is enough for him, isn't it? He can take Ireland too in future, maybe.
That doesn't sound very German. Russia's supposed to be very German.
I mean, world conquest. Hello.
Yeah. Do you have anything
don't know.
interesting to say about this region, Poland? Because kind of your region.
Hmm?
Do you want to add anything about this region?
Yeah, I want people to see that Moscow is my junior partner. And that happened because the Moscow player was refusing to make peace for years, despite all of his country being occupied nearly. So
Yeah.
people revolted and decided to join up me. And Moscow became my junior partner. And with his all vessels,
Sounds pretty convenient.
yes, it's the true
Poland is
story.
so scary. It's like a huge Poland.
I agree. I actually think a Poland like this is more scary than a Russia. Like this.
Yeah, Poland have better national ideas.
'Cause
It's like the time to kill Poland is like now, or it's gonna be too late. Give it another session, it's gonna be too late. It's
I
gonna
mean-
be unkillable.
That's also what I think about Russia, but
I
No,
mean,
I
how
mean,
can you kill Poland in one session? You
Well,
can
that's
occupy
what I'm
him and
saying.
take
One
74
session.
square.
We played that like a really had like 65 years or something.
yeah.
I mean, all I'm saying is you could fuck it up real good in 65 years. So all I'm saying is one more session and like because if Poland's expansion is slowing down now, it's consolidating. Like you get more points to spend on other stuff. Like your weakness kind of like stops being a weakness and becomes your strength.
I mean, I'm not behind in any monarch points. I have some missions that give me cavalry combat discipline. I'm orthodox, so I'm militaristically not weak. In terms of diplomacy, I'm
All I'm
super
saying
strong.
is like it's only now. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's only gonna get stronger.
Yeah, definitely.
Like there's some nations. This is actually a question I want to leave after we've gone through everything. It's who has like the greatest potential and who has like the worst potential. And for me, Poland has by far the highest potential out of everyone right now.
In the
Uh,
Which is why
game.
it's scary. Yeah.
No.
I think like
100%.
stuff like Japan also has really high potential.
I think Burgundy, if lives, have highest potential. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Other than that, Timur's can need all of China if his ally is loyal to him, so he has a great potential too. But Poland either have to kill his allies or Ottoman's Timur's alliance, or he can just sit and develop. Poland is not gonna get any bigger than this.
Is that what you're
He
gonna
has
do next
Moscow,
session?
Astrakhan. Yeah,
Gonna
I'm just gonna sit and develop. That's my plan.
Well, yeah, but that's what I mean by game much better. Like, okay, what about Hungary? Hungary has like pretty much zero potential right now. Think about it. Neither does Bohemia, neither
As
does.
long as you don't kill
Switzerland.
Ottomans somehow and form room and start playing much better, he's not gonna have much potential.
Like when I'm talking about potential, I'm not just talking about like strength. I'm talking about like potential to win the game, right? Win this.
Oh,
Campaign.
win the game. I thought being a
terms of-
big block with lots of economy.
Well, I mean that's part of winning, right? I mean, if you're potential, who can win? Poland for me has one of the highest potentials. Like his positioning is really good, politically really good, like development and everything is good. It's on Africa, good ideas. Just generally, like it's like a good candidate to win the game. Something
Are you trying
like
to get me killed?
yes.
No, I agree.
I've
though.
said it multiple times. This HRE abomination has to go down.
You should be careful, or HRA people will walk to Iberia. I'm in
You
the
guys
parliament
can
of
walk to
HRA.
Iberia. All you'll find is sand. It's not nice, dude.
Doesn't matter. There are some gold mines. We can develop there. We have the economy to back it up. We can
It's true.
develop any.
Maybe I should just
desert.
surrender my nation to you guys. Probably be better.
Yes. So you should maybe join. You just need to move your capital to Europe and switch to Christian religion.
Yeah. Orthodox. Let's go.
Imagine if you had the policy, Bricky, with the goods produced. You would have.
Does he have it?
No, he doesn't. But
I will have it in 50 years? No, 30 years.
yeah, and I guess the Age of Reformation's still going then. Yeah, the last part.
It ends in 50 years, though.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make much difference. I would have 153% goods produced instead of 133. That's like 14% difference.
I see you went for aristocratic instead of quantity.
Yeah, that's a
Do you
mistake.
like that
You
choice?
shouldn't do that. No, don't do that.
Well, why did you do it?
The good thing is look at the reinforced cost of my horses. I mean maintenance of them. Look at the army recruitment tab. Move your mouse cursor to the horseman.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
menu, you mean?
Yeah. Look at its base maintenance and look at the infantry base maintenance. I have super cheap horses right now.
Yeah, they're basically the same almost.
Yeah, I don't pay extra money for cavalry, and I will have 73 cavalry combat ability if somebody attacks me.
Well, I mean, the peak of horsepower is starting to end very soon. So,
Not really. Horses are actually weaker right now. They become stronger at Tech 17 around.
isn't like Tech 8 really good?
And
then
Eastern
dog shit.
horses are bad anyway. Let's start. Right now, my horses are. If I didn't have Polish Cossack estate and Polish ideas, my horses will be weaker than my infantry already.
Well, I
Yes.
don't know.
So you're
I'm a
getting-
fan of horses, but I feel like past Tech like 10, are crap.
I don't know, Eastern horses, they get pretty good, I think. Like Ricky said. Anyway, yeah, I see you're keeping those Cossacks very happy. Makes sense.
I was gonna recruit more, but I was close to force limit. I don't remember much. Anyway, it is nothing special here. Poland took everything in Russia, plus Poland.
But you don't like to be called the top dog, the highest potential.
I don't think I am.
It attracts
Because-
attention.
For me to, like, I'm gonna get a 3K victory card and a 4K victory card, and I'm gonna get it on something like you or Ottomans most likely, because
Yeah.
in like 30 years I will only be able to rival you two, and I'm less likely to get it on small nations.
Yeah. How about you don't kill this AI over here so we don't get it on each other? Sounds like a good idea.
I don't know how it works exactly, so I can't answer this.
Will the Ottomans and Timurids try to counter this Poland or no?
No, we are very good friends. Timurids, no, but I like Ottomans, right? Ottomans, you love me, right?
All good. In the east. Or in the western part of the east? I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
In the middle, maybe.
Eastern part of the West.
What about you, Timurids? What do you think of me?
I don't know, man. Like, don't know. You're like Russia, but scarier. So.
Why? I love you a lot. You left me my Astrakhan trade note.
Well, that's
You
because
didn't
I'm
expand
scared
there.
of you, man.
You have better income than I do and higher force than me.
I guess. I don't have a
See-
Prussia though.
Importance of hug boxes and allies. I have a 90 army tradition Prussia, rolling 666 generals.
Is Karakonlu dead next turn?
Kinda.
Unless a miracle happens, yes. He would be dead last session if he didn't call
It
for
needs to be
protection.
something like Rashputan attacking Timurids with Poland, with all of HRE attacking Ottomans, and Ethiopia turning on Ottomans too. I think in that case, he might live.
If
Yeah.
we go a bit
In
south,
that case-
how is Ethiopia's
Yeah,
relations
maybe.
with Russia?
All the known birds must
Even
attack.
that wouldn't save him properly because there's different wars.
I don't see all these people attacking to save Karakoyunlu. Like, Karakoyunlu is not the... Karakoyunlu, who cares? Why would everyone save him?
Yeah, too many enemies. The relationship between Ottomans, Timurids, and Ethiopia. How's that?
What?
The
Uh,
relationship between Ottomans, Timurids, and Ethiopia. Because I can see the three of you guys kind of coming together in the Saudi Arabian lands, in their Arabia. Is it all good there?
I mean, we just
It's
gave
a
each other
nice color,
space.
green, blue, red. Which flag is that? Green, blue, red.
I don't know.
Uh,
I've never seen one like that.
No, I don't think there's one.
Maybe it's Ethiopia's flag.
It is Azerbaijan flag.
That's kind of
But
fitting.
GP is not here, so
He's from Azerbaijan.
yes, he said.
Yeah, no, Ethiopia. I think we're kind of good with him. We're just letting him do his thing. Yes,
It feels like the Middle East was too peaceful. This
Too peaceful?
thing.
What do you mean, man? We had to
I mean,
kill.
Only too peaceful because QQ was protected. Ah!
That's what I'm saying. There was one. It feels like there was one war against Mamelukes, and that's it.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, there were a few more wars against Mamluks, which is why they only have 2 provinces now.
Yeah, but I mean one meaningful war. You know what I mean? But like, if you look at, for example, like as I said,
Iberia left
Iberia
after the
versus
first war.
yeah, but if you look at Iberia and like Africa, that's like the 5th war, and all those wars was like full commitment, full. It wasn't a death war.
People in the Middle East are not taking wars they cannot finish. Like, people are not raising maintenance for no reason, or they're at least drilling if they have time. They are building up, like HRE. They're good people. They believe in prosperity, developing, and progress. They're
But
not
is that
like
fun?
barbarians fighting constantly.
But what I'm
believe
saying
in
is that like,
progress
do you
and-
prefer death wars or limited wars?
What?
I mean,
If you had to choose, like in a campaign, to have more death wars where like a person dies per war, or like loads of small wars where like, okay, you get like 4 provinces here, maybe next time they take them back.
Death wars, of course,
Well,
because
when
then
I'm
you have more
winning-
time to build up.
When you're winning, obviously the death wars. When you're losing, obviously not. It's that easy.
I mean, you guys are forgetting that I killed a player last session. It was Uzbek.
That's true. But it was a death
Yeah.
war again. It was a one-time war.
I see
Right?
the book around Central Asia. His remains are still there. Maybe I should vassalize it for future. What do you think?
I think you're gonna have a lot of cores on me. Yeah, that'd
I
be
will.
good vassal actually. No, you're not gonna do that.
You should probably kill it quickly and
Yeah,
of course.
just release it as vassal and declare. I'm not gonna give you the signals.
Yeah. Do we need to discuss anything else about the Middle East?
Is Timurids going to go into India?
I mean, I'm already
He's
already
in.
in
Don't you
India.
see? You have Guerra.
Gujarat, yes.
Yeah, sorry, Gujarat. Okay.
I don't know how to say it, man. Yeah. That my country looks very scary at the end of the last session, Poland.
It looks even scarier now. Like, you see, Ming is gonna die. Nobody can change the reality. And when Ming dies, who is the strongest nation around? Who is gonna take most land?
Actually, you'll be surprised, but do that next podcast probably.
It is clearly Timurids, right?
Mm,
Oh,
no.
Like, we have Japan, we have Malaya, we have Korea, we have Khmer, we have a Bengal player, I heard, and we have Timurids. Among these, the strongest nation and the biggest blob is Timurids, and he will take all the mountains at least. He can make a snake to obeying, since those steplands. He's actually very close to obeying.
No, that's not gonna happen.
I'm 1, 2, 3.
We are gonna
4.
see.
At
I
least
think
not-
he will declare a separate war, and
Not next session.
Will Rajputana survive?
Yes.
Yes, he will.
for some time, I think. I heard bad things from Timurids.
Wow, man.
I'm not
Stop
gonna
setting-
talk about personal diplomacy.
Wow. Not gonna talk about personal diplomacy.
I'm just gonna
That
put the
is,
seeds of deceit, you know, the seeds of potential strife in your mind. Inception, dude.
Oh, that already happened. Don't worry.
There's already strife in India.
Yeah.
Always.
Do you wanna explain your situation, Rajputana?
Well, I was allied to Bengal at the start of the session, and we had deals with both Timurids and Ming. And basically, everyone in Asia broke their deals and attacked, except Malaya and Korea. So
I would like
Timurids-
to hear details of what Timurids did to you exactly.
You can read the article I wrote. It's one page or 2 pages. I don't remember. Basically, Vijayanagar and Tonda declared, then Ming and Japan declared, and then Timurids and Khmer declared. So, 3 wars, 6 people. It was
It was pretty brutal.
yeah, it was good. We won 1 war though. That's why Vijayanagar is a bit
Small.
Why did this gangbang happen?
asked Twin.
No, ask Ming.
Yeah.
Actually, I wasn't the main instigator of this. I want to make that clear. It was Ming's idea, not mine. As for why it happened, well, Ming kinda wanted to make his tributaries happy.
And now his tributaries are gonna kill him, so that went well, I guess.
That didn't went that well. The turning
I can
point.
guess why.
Oh,
Because Timurids didn't want Ming to die, otherwise all the people in Asia would get strong. Japan will take land in Ming. Korea
But-
will take land in Ming. So Timurids
Mm.
didn't want Ming to die, so
No,
he
no.
worked with him to expand into India with Ming.
yeah,
Timurids helped me kill me.
but
So-
yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah,
backstabbed
after
me,
he
and
stole
then
your land,
he backstabbed me. So
yep, he's gonna kill both of you and eat all that land and be a huge blob, and everyone will hate him.
no,
Wow,
you'll
That's-
see what
that's
will
so
happen.
mean.
Yes, I
Okay.
know.
Actually, all started when Malaya declared on Tondo. That's when the revolution started, kinda.
You gonna let Rajputana migrate to China, or you're gonna eat him? I still don't know that.
Why are you trying to force his reaction, man? We're not gonna talk about people's diplomacy. I don't mind, but you'll see next session, Bree. Yeah, it started when Malaya declared on Tondo. Ming kind of lost that war. He lost like 200k in snack wipes. Thing I heard. And that's when all the other tributaries started doubting him, thinking about revolting, which they are now in the process of doing so. From what I heard.
It was against Malaya, no? The war where Ming kind of got screwed.
Yeah, mostly.
Well, I think I've killed more Ming's army than Malaya.
That's true. But I mean, it started with Malaya. Afterwards, he declared on Rajputana, say Vijayanagar, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the ongoing current war.
I heard Rajputana is about to go bankrupt.
What are those red dots in Rajputana?
They are a coalition of AIs that declared 2 months before we ended. But I have another 3k of ducats to get from loans and another push. So we'll see what will happen. I'm not gonna say
How is your inflation looking?
inflation, it's around 10.
Nice.
It's not that bad. And no corruption. So
Yeah,
I can
it's 10, exactly.
It's a fine nation then. Just bankrupt for 5 years.
It has a nice flag. I like it.
Yeah. I haven't seen the
Mm.
flag before, actually. Didn't play
nice
much.
ideas as well. And
The ideas are insane.
You get morale, you get discipline, free military policies.
Fire damage?
I think the fire damage and like the cannon stuff is really good.
no, it's only cost.
Yeah, but you know what they say about cost. Get more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you won't have much artillery in your army. Like 2 for backlines at max, and that's like 80k in the late game.
And your artillery usually don't take much damage.
Yeah,
Cost matters
to
less.
reinforce.
Yes.
But yeah, this is still ongoing. There will be a Bengal, there will be a Vijayanagar. They're currently at war with each other. I think it recently started.
Yeah. Not sure what's going to happen with Bengal.
Vijayanagar seems to have the upper hand, but only slightly.
Yeah, I've tested the war with the Bengal player. It's pretty even. It's not impossible for Bengal to survive.
That's interesting.
But we will see. They may ally. I'm not sure. Hopefully not.
Yeah. Okay, let's switch over to the Ming situation. We have a Ming tag.
And next to Ming, we also have a Portugal.
Oh yeah, right. Yes,
Yes.
Taiwan.
Yeah.
Portugal is taking Taiwan. Japan is
How
very
did he get it? Did he colonize it or did he buy it?
Collins.
God damn, he has huge reach.
Yeah.
Well, it's Portugal, of course he has.
How do you guys see this playing out? We know that the
I
tributaries.
first want to say that I am proud of Khmer. He expanded a lot.
Yeah.
Doing much better now.
But he has expanded on AI only.
Yes, still.
It's not.
It's better than first season. He was 2 states, no 5.
And he did fight a player war.
He's on the right track. He's
Yeah, he fought.
getting better. At this speed, he will be even stronger in third session.
Yeah.
You will eat lots of land from Ming, I'm sure.
Come here.
Yes.
But like, how do you guys see this playing out? Like, obviously, no one wants to go in first against Ming.
Oh wow. How much mandate Ming have? 100?
Yeah, he has 100.
But
Yeah.
he's in debt and he doesn't have much manpower.
Yeah.
What's his manpower? Oh, you're on Ming.
15k.
For how many units he have deployed, and how many mercs he can recruit?
His force limit is amazingly high,
Oh, he has a lot of loans.
and he has 180 troops right now.
He can have maximum of 109 now with
You can
available
see
mercs
only
he have.
11 more mercs, so he's really weak now.
Yeah, he can be killed. Japan have OP space mines, and Timurids will just a greedy guy waiting for somebody to attack. That's very hard for Ming.
Yeah. Do you guys all think he will die? Do you guys think he will take someone with him to the grave?
It
No
depends how they
way.
coordinate.
He's gonna like. Here's what will happen. Let me tell you. People will scorch Earth to increase devastation. They will start attacking tributaries after Ming unconditional surrenders to one side. People will do everything to kill him, and Ming will just die and explode.
Yeah.
When it starts happening, it doesn't stop, and Ming just
You know what's
dies.
gonna happen? This is my prediction. Malaya is gonna kill everyone. On
Everyone.
Ming's behalf.
On Ming's
You're gonna see Malaya and Ming are gonna be best friends.
I think Norway will kill everyone. We didn't talk about Norway. I'm so angry about that.
Actually, I did mention him.
Oh, you did. You
Yeah.
did mention his colonies.
Oh no, I didn't do that.
Well, we haven't gone to America
Yeah.
yet, but there is
Is
someone
the-
interesting.
Third person in America. After.
No, he's the fourth.
Yep. Sorry, fourth.
So
Four.
Scotland is the third then, or
Nope.
or what? Who else?
Korea.
Ah, Korea.
Yeah, Korea.
Korea is the real powerhouse in America.
Korea was the first.
Forgot
The
Korea
United
existed.
States.
Yeah. Let's take a look at America actually. I see a Korean
New
Mexico.
Korea.
Yeah, you should also take a look how many troops he has there. Wonder what he's planning.
How much Korea has?
He had like 40k when I checked. You shall switch to Korea, I think, to see it.
Yeah. I see 20k here.
He has 18k hunting for 7 cities up north.
Up north?
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah.
Canada.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Yep. This is also something that might help you, I think, Mali? When the Castile finally realizes.
I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, I mean we'll see what develops. I know that this border is not natural and it will not stay like this.
No, definitely not.
I wonder which way it will go. Thinking, but yeah, I don't know. It depends. As I said, like I don't think it will impact the war too much on our side, but it will definitely make the colonizers think about what they want to do because I don't think Castile is gonna have much of a colony left after. So
Yeah.
depends what his priorities are. If I was him,
Definitely.
I wouldn't fight in Africa, and I'll try to save the U.S.
Korea will be in big trouble in 50 years.
Why?
Because there is a Norway in Canada, and Norway is in the HRE block too, if people didn't know about that. And if he expands to wrong places, Prussia, Poland, Bohemia, Cologne, Hungary don't have ships, but yeah, people with ships will come there.
Well,
And-
I guess Korea
Right.
just has to have a bigger navy than you.
Yep, and have to come to this side and have to declare on us before we go there.
Yeah.
Or maybe Oda comes to stop the European invaders. We don't know what happens.
Speaking like that, there's actually like 4 blocks that are interested, or 3 blocks that are interested in this region. You have the Asians, you have the H3, and you have the Iberians.
I guess the Iberians are the weakest of those.
Yeah. Okay. You guys have any closing comments?
Yeah. I actually have a question. So I asked before,
Yeah.
who has the greatest potential? Here's
Mhm.
another one. Who is the most disappointing player?
Oh, that's mean. That's mean.
Is the most disappointing player who is still alive?
Yes,
Because
of course.
if
Who's
not-
still alive? No, who's still alive? Who is the person that has disappointed you the most?
England, of course. He couldn't do
No,
worse
he's
than
dead.
Ahmed.
He's dead.
Yes,
He's dead.
God.
He's dead.
But he still has provinces.
Well, Mamluks also still have provinces.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'd say Mamluks if you really want that.
No. Out of the players who are going to play next session, that are still going to play, who is the player that disappointed you the most?
Ming and Timurids.
Wow.
I guess Castillo? I don't know. Oh, maybe Portugal, because he's 3 players or something.
Yeah, Castillo's definitely not hooking hot. I also
Ottomans should have killed more people. That's what I think. Don't you agree? Ottomans.
No, of course not, because if I would agree, then I would have done it, obviously.
The only person you killed so far is Mamluks. Two
Well,
citizens, one
the
player. You
I
need
would have
to
killed 2
go
people if the
faster.
other one didn't call for protection.
I killed 4 people in my 10 years as Ottomans, you know?
So who is the most bloodthirsty then? Who's killed the most?
I've killed 4, I think. But
Yeah.
I'm in India, so it doesn't count.
Why doesn't India count?
I joined gangbang against Austria. I killed Lithuania. Other than that, I plotted against Denmark. I'm sorry, Gandalf Direct. I killed Muscovy. And I think that's all I did. So I killed 4 players too. Who else killed many people?
But I have the most, I think, casualties here.
I don't have casualties. I was just boxing and
Over 1
overpowering
million.
people.
Only Ming has more casualties than me.
I'm pretty sure me and Mamluks are top casualties at the start, but then other people continued warring, and well,
I think I was,
beating up AI isn't exactly hard.
I was among top 3 or
Timurids
4.
are bloodthirsty too. They attacked Rajputana once. They killed Bukhara, who were their allies.
they weren't
They
my
killed
allies.
Karakunlu, technically.
Yeah.
So
Karakalulu
Timurids
is...
killed some people too.
Alright, and final question. Who has the prettiest map?
What do you mean prettiest map?
Who's the best looking country?
Japan or Oda, I think. Wait, no, he has that one province in Malaya.
Prussia looks pretty nice. Not historical, but kind of sad.
I like Prussia too.
Yeah, Prussia looks nice. I'd say England, but it's half Burgundian, so
If you look
I
from
mean,
really
it's still
far,
red,
you
better
have to-
but
the more.
yeah, if you look from far, you don't notice the difference.
Yeah, that's true actually. Rip. Yeah.
Ah, damn, if I would have cleaned up the Crimean borders, I could have made a case for my march, but I guess the 1 yellow and 1 violet blob in there is not really that pretty.
No. Oh yeah, that's actually true. That's a vassal of France. Did you ever like think of asking him to give him that, or?
Yeah, but he's still his vassal, so it was too much hassle to really bother because that province isn't really worth anything to me.
Really, it's trade, right?
Yeah, sure, but I don't have a merchant for Crimea at the moment, so
Okay.
Yeah, so it's the Polish money for some time.
Wait, are you steering it away?
I don't have a merchant, but
What do
it
you
is
have?
going
Is
to make
steering?
the
What's the richest trade zone?
Which
I think it's Genoa or Beijing, one of those two.
might actually be
Pretty
mine.
sure.
Sure.
Oh, Persia
Maybe
could.
Persia
Actually,
could
it
be.
is probably Persia. Because I remember Genoa was something with 30.
Yeah, Genoa is 30, minus 52. Beijing is very low.
It's 42.
Yeah, I think it's mine.
Wait, how's Beijing only 20?
I don't get that either.
Because Nippon is 26.
Yeah.
And apparently Ming hasn't built manufactories everywhere.
Well, this Ming deserves to die.
Well, I mean,
That's harsh.
Every Ming does. You shouldn't play that country.
I mean, he did better than last Ming.
Yes,
Life longer.
100% longer life rate.
Yeah.
Life expectancy. How do I spell that? Life expectancy. Life expectation. Expectancy. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see how much money Kara can usually
If Timurids
takes from
kills Karakonlu, yeah, you're gonna be super rich.
Yeah.
I guess I should make a merchant free.
Well. Yeah, I think that's it, guys.
I'd be rich, man.
If you put
Did
a
we
merchant with Persia,
forget any
you'll
player?
steal at least
did we-
10 or 15 buckets.
Did we forget any player? Ta-ta-ta.
How many players do we have
think
left?
Ethiopia looks nice. Okay, I talked about him. And Malaka looks good too. He killed Tondo. We don't talk much about that, but yes.
Oh yeah, Malaya killed Tondo. Yeah, I guess I talked about it when the first revolution started. I guess against me. But I eventually won on those
Yeah, he won in the second war while I was fighting Ming.
second war. Did we miss anything else? Oda. I want to mention Oda actually. Oda is really strong. You also said it right, Ricky. It's pretty
Yep.
impressive his income for just Japan. 85
Yeah.
ducats.
I think
He has all the needed manufacturers. He has a huge treasury. He has gold mines, so that's normal. So he has maximum potential, I think.
Yeah.
he was getting huge subsidies from Ming the entire session.
Yeah,
I mean, that's not
that
really
he
fair
received lots
when-
of money.
It was 30 or something like that. Maybe
I'm pretty sure even
35.
if Mali was receiving huge subsidies, they'll be much better.
Yeah. But it's surprising, like, still like get a lot of subsidies from Ming, but you still want to kill him, right? I guess that's just Ming life. Nothing you can do about.
I thought tributaries work differently. I thought you're supposed to pay if you're a tributary, not receive. So I'm not too sure how this fucking relationship worked out.
Actually, in ancient or in China, they would give tributary to nations, or they would receive tributary, but then the emperor would give tributary back, and in the end, it would like just cost Ming stuff. You can read about that.
Nice
It's
people.
basically just the Chinese thought they were so much better than everyone that they couldn't handle if someone would give them stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically.
But in the end, the tributary system wasn't really a tributary system. Kind of like this, Ming.
It was more like a trade network
Yeah.
than a tributary system.
Anyway, I think that concludes the podcast. Maybe one last final comment, or are we done?
QQ
Yeah, let's
must die.
kill more people.
QQ. Yep. Okay, actually, I'm gonna show the timeline. Here we go. It starts at 14:44. Okay, that's fine, I guess.
Look at Poland. No, don't.
I'm
Look
looking
at
Bukhara.
India. That's the most interesting place.
India. Hannes, Delhi. Oh, Vijayanagar. It's a shame you can't see occupied provinces. That could be interesting. Yep. Okay. I guess I'm gonna wrap this podcast up. Put it here, and thanks for joining.